make the villain more evil. Give him more life. Make him more evil. Make him have a personal connection to one of the protagonists. Hi everybody, it's the Gringo Scott here today, bringing you another daily dose of movie reviews with life lessons. Today we are looking at the 2021 movie Space Sweepers. It's a Korean film, I do believe. Be sure to subscribe for interesting movie-themed activities with life lessons. Now, let's get started. Let's check out Space Sweepers 2021. General summary from the internet. After snatching a crashed space shuttle in the latest dervish chase, Spaceship's Victory's crew members find a 7-year-old girl inside. They realize that she's the human-like robot wanted by UTS space guards and decide to demand a ransom in exchange. Yeah, that more or less sums it up. Except, I think they want to do a ransom with a group that's anti-UTS, which is the Black Foxes. So they want to do a ransom with them to get the kid and get money from him. And that's the general setup of this one. Deeper meaning in this one. The family theme within this movie reminds me of the following. Have any of y'all ever had a family member or friend that you lived with and you're bonded around an animal that you both loved and cared about? Or have you had a connection to a being that needs you or depends on you? One that loves you unconditionally. While it can be scary and stressful, can also create a closer bond with everyone involved with it. It can be one of the ties that tie you into this life, into your own life, and give it more purpose. There have been multiple studies that show the importance of animals in people's lives for therapy and in general just to have animals in their lives. Take me and my wife, for example. Pets are an essential part of our relationship that bonds us and brings us closer together as a family. So the animal helps us be more intimate and caring and loving because we have that animal as well. So they really help create a life worth living, I would say. Now that's my take on it, guys. But with all my advice, take what you want and leave the rest.
Hey, I'm no expert. I'm just a guy.
Overall opinion of this movie.
The bad.
The movie starts off with super intense action sequences, like super crazy. Now don't get me wrong, it's really cool, it's really intense. I'm like, wow, really good special effects, bright colors, really good CGI, space battles, really cool. However, you don't know any of the characters, you don't know the background, you don't even know why they're doing this, you don't even know anything about the universe. So I feel like no development happens with the characters or the background or what's even going on in this world until about 40 minutes in. The first 40 minutes I found myself a bit disinterested and not really emotionally involved as much as I would have liked. I would have liked had they led more with the backstories and created more of the universe before they had them get into this action thing. You know, maybe 15 minutes explain who the characters are, a little bit of backstory, a little bit of flashbacks. But don't you worry, they do develop the plot and the characters pretty well eventually. Just not the first 40 minutes. This brings me to my last point of something I didn't like about it. Please make the villain more evil. Give him more life. Make him more evil. Make him have a personal connection to one of the protagonists. You know, make it personal.
They're good.
One thing that stand out for this movie immediately was the cinematography, the special effects, the sound design. I mean, I have 5.1 Dolby surround system, and my stereo, I swear to you, it was on Netflix as well. That helps. Honestly, my sound system sounded so good. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never heard it sound this good. It was really well, really cool. I mean, the room shaking, the sound effects everywhere, the dog's looking up thinking, what is that noise? What the heck's going on? Not to mention the special effects. I mean, this is a foreign movie. This is Korean, I do believe. But don't worry, you can choose English, and the English dub is really well done. I completely forgot it was dubbed. Kinda cool. Speaking of the frames per second on the CGI, it was amazing. Super fast, fast paced, very high detailed. Space battles were well done and everything. I really enjoyed that. This movie is for sure eye candy and sweet sounds. Another thing, they had awesome technology in this movie. Crazy technology. So for example, a lot of times sci-fi movies, I feel like they're kind of lazy. They may have like a super tough, awesome starship, but in the end, They are still using a spoon. No other technology has grown with the rest of it. This awesome space technology. It's like everything else died. This one did a really good job of integrating a bunch of technology, showing them that their whole world has changed. They rely on technology. There's different types of technology. There's different things you can do with the technology, compared to other movies where maybe you have all this technology and then you have soldiers that are just guys with guns. Like, really though? No one ever invented like Halo, exosuit, armored suits for everyone to wear. I mean, this one has that, and that makes it cool too. It's like, this technology would go throughout the whole universe, and you'd see it. So yeah, daily use of the technology throughout the whole movie was quite impressive. And I mean, they even considered what would happen as these cultures throughout time in the future. I think it's 2092. I think in my opinion, it would, with the technology they are, it'd probably be more like not 2092, more like 2292 or something. But it was cool because they showed how all these languages affected each other in outer space and how they spoke. Maybe they speak some Spanish and then they switch over to Korean and then English. They would code switch between all these languages because all these people are interacting and the languages are bleeding into each other. In summary, this movie starts off rather slow, but I ask that you give it a little bit of time, guys. It will fill in the emotional background and the motives bonding between them a bit later. I do, however, wish that they had done this a bit earlier. This movie does make up for its slow starts though, guys. Don't worry. And that's why I'm giving Space Sweepers 2021, the year it was made, and 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Hey, yeah, boy.